And Bill is the president of Minnesota AFL-CIO State Retirees Council. He's a very well-respected community labor leader. Now, the Minnesota AFL-CIO State Retirees Councils have been strong and early voices of opposition to both amendments and are running weekly, get this, running weekly volunteer phone banks to make sure that retirees throughout Minnesota vote no on voter restriction, because these retirees will be directly affected by this. So please welcome Bill Moore.
Thank you, Sue. The Retiree Council, as Sue said, opposes both amendments. I'm going to speak mostly about the voter restriction amendment, but let me make clear the reason why we oppose the anti-marriage amendment is very simple. We believe in union, okay? And whether that's a union between workers or between a man and a woman or between two men or two women, it's a union, and in union there is strength. So anything that's against unions, we're against. Vote no on the marriage amendment. And as to the other one, I personally oppose voter restriction because when it comes to exercising human and constitutional rights, like the right to vote, I shouldn't have to prove my innocence. Think about it. I have a right to be presumed to be who I say I am. Now, if someone thinks that I'm pretending to be someone else, the burden of proof is on them to prove that I'm impersonating somebody. Voter photo ID requirements would create a situation where I am guilty of impersonation until proven innocent. That's backwards. And it's against everything this country stands for. And it's backwards in another way too. There was a day when you needed to be white to vote, okay? There was a day when you needed to own property, to be a man, and to pass a literacy test. But gradually, as our country matured and deepened our understanding of democracy, we got rid of those restrictions. So why are we going backwards? Why are we starting to put another restriction on voting when we've gotten rid of all the ones we had? And especially when there's no evidence that people are impersonating other people in order to vote. It's simply a fiction created to create an excuse to put this restricting amendment into our Constitution. But as Sue said, just because these amendments are wrong and undemocratic and unfair and unnecessary and expensive doesn't mean they're going to fail. They will fail only if enough people vote no. It's simple arithmetic. And that's why the Retiree Council has been working and with Families United and with the other organization whose name escapes my aging memory right now. We've been voting against, and as she said, we've been doing phone banks on the voter ID, voter restriction amendment since May. So finally, I would just urge you to sign up if you haven't signed up. It's an easy conversation on voter ID. We had a big bunch of people phoning over Minneapolis on Thursday. Even though people's knee-jerk reaction is to say, yeah, what's the big problem? I show my ID all the time. As soon as you start laying out to them the unintended consequences of this, particularly the way it could obstruct seniors in nursing homes from being able to vote, active duty military, and the lack of provision for expenses, which undoubtedly means a tax increase. As soon as people start to understand the damage that this could do, they very easily change their minds on it. So I urge you, sign up. We're going to do this thing. Vote no, solidarity forever.